What do you want to know about fear?
Fear. I hate that word.
I don't know fear. I don't even know if I like to talk about fear. To be honest with you. Well, I don't know. Fear is a big one, I guess.
Fear? I don't like that word, first of all.
Ugh. Fear is something that, well, first of all, fear stands for false evidence appearing real. And fear is something that I have to go through every day. I mean, I'm afraid of everything, and I didn't think I was afraid of anything. But because I'm sober, I like living life is, yeah, without alcohol and drugs, it is scary.
I think my fear stems more from inner than what can happen on the outside. Somebody, a stimulus from the outside.
Fear is what holds you back from doing what you really want to do.
I don't, you know, fear is a lot like grief. Like, it's not something you get over, it's something you learn to live with. I feel. As a writer, I'm afraid a lot of the time, which is really just insecurity putting on like a big bad wolf costume.
Fear, to me, fear is death. And that's actually, I mean, that's what I fear most, is death.
Not knowing what will happen. It's this feeling that comes over me. It's something that I deal with every day.
Because I think that's my struggle. That's probably a struggle for a lot of people, is being scared. And that's not like, you know, I'm not scared. Obviously, I like this hanging in my office. I'm obviously not scared of like things that normal people might be scared of, like demons and darkness and cemeteries and ghouls and knives and slashers and Freddy Krueger and shit like that. I love that stuff. That's not what fear is. Fear to me is not being able to progress, not being able to move forward through life, not being scared to accomplish something, being scared of yourself, being scared to act on something.
I've had a lot of fear in my, just like getting close to guys and relationships, and allowing myself to be vulnerable. And then I feel like when I do get vulnerable, I get hurt.
I'm afraid of failing. I fear getting my heart broken, because that's never pretty.
I'm ready. I'm like, fear, you just need to move on, because I'm ready for it.
Sometimes truth that's buried deep down within. Seeing something about yourself that you don't particularly like, and having enough courage to face it and to clean it and to make different choices.
It can be very, very real. It can be really, really hurt them, you know. People let fear, you know, sometimes, and it can be anything. Fear can be, you know, I'm scared to embark upon this project. I'm scared to move on this journey. I'm scared to write this script. I'm scared to, you know, you know, nobody's gonna, and fear, because like, and for me it's like, you know, I write jokes. They're not very funny, but sometimes I write them, and my immediate thought when I write something down is not, oh my god, that's really funny. Sometimes that's there right away, but almost immediately is, oh, this isn't funny. Oh, no one's gonna think that's funny. Oh, yeah, I wrote this. Oh, I got this great idea. Oh my god, nobody's gonna. This is shit.
Where am I gonna end up in 5 years? Who's gonna be around me? Fear of being alone. That's definitely a big one.
The trigger for my panic attacks for the last few years has been driving, and I think it's because that's what my grandpa was doing. He had a heart attack. So fear, I don't like fear. Fear sucks. I spend a lot of time being fearful and trying not to be.
The tiny things, you know, for some reason, like, I'm one of those people, I'm afraid of spiders. I'm also afraid of being a waitress for the rest of my life. I'm not necessarily afraid of dying alone, because I definitely like isolation, so who cares?
Fear is a powerful thing, and it's something that you have no control over. Or it's an emotion that I have no control over, and that pisses me off because I'm kind of a control freak.
Fear can apply to, you know, something in the dark. It can apply to something that you can't see, which is probably even scarier, like an idea or a relationship that is fuzzy or confusing or seemingly painful, and you're having a hard time understanding why that is. And that can feel like a fear of, you know, is it me? Am I being alone? Is it a fear of being alone? Is it a fear that this won't work out because I don't love myself enough to love this person? Like, it can all like funnel. Fear is just an asshole, really.
The thing that gets in the way of success at anything, athletics, business, life, love, the pursuit of happiness, the fear of stepping over that line that's been drawn for you by the powers that be in your life. That circle that's been drawn for you, they say, don't step outside that circle, and you step outside that circle. You know, the thought of that, brings fear to most people. And it's the people that are not afraid to step outside that circle that succeed, and they overcome the fear. Fear is, I guess, a trepidation about going someplace where you've never been before. I'm not talking about a physical place. I'm talking about it can be a theoretical place, an emotional place where you've never been before. And the people that are happiest are the ones that overcome that fear.
For me, it's not. I believe that it's not real, but I treat it like it is. So fear, God, without it, life would be wonderful, wouldn't it?